On to another part of American Wasteland. This time, we're not buying the dino head, even though we should be doing that right now. We have enough money, unfortunately. However, there is a bike in our path. And with this bike, we're about to get into the Rick Thorne experience.
Hey, so kid, you think you can ride bikes? Well, check this out. I'll give you a grip of cash if you learn my tricks. That's if you're good enough. But first, you gotta learn the basics. The biggest difference between skating and biking is the bike's like a 35-pound beast between your legs. All right, so your left thumb, it's gonna steer the bike. Try to ride around for 30 seconds without belling, okay?
Luckily, he shuts up at this point, but he won't be shut up for the rest of this part, I'll tell you that much. So Rick Thorne, we haven't really seen him in a while. I think we've seen him in the Fug series at some point. I know I've seen him in Pro Skater 4, however. He gave us a pro challenge back then. But now he's giving us tutorials on how to ride a bike. Which, this is how you get money, by the way. And to start things off, we just have to ride and not bail for about 30 seconds. Pretty easy.
Hey, just so you know, you can get off the bike anytime, unless you're doing one of my bike challenges.
And that was the most useful tutorial bit of anything this guy's going to give us, because from here on out, he's going to give us bit by fucking bit on what to do. And we'll be doing it not here, but in Hollywood, because it's easier to get to his places in Hollywood than it is here in Beverly Hills or anywhere else, really. He likes to be in really shitty places. And yes, you gotta hunt him down a lot. And you have to hunt him down a lot. In case you're wondering, you do have to actually deal with him. You have to deal with him at least 5 times for the story to progress. So that's your any percent. For 100%, however, and if you want to really get your money's worth out of this game, you know, for some goals, you are going to be dealing with him a lot.
Oh, okay, maybe you don't suck that bad. Let's step it up! I got a grip of cash that says you can't do a tail whip. You're gonna do a bunny hop, then you're gonna take that little thumb of yours, the right one, and move it left to right to do a tail whip. Let's see if you can pull 3 tail whips for me, tough guy.
So yeah, to start things off, we have to learn that the right stick will essentially be our tricks, whereas the left stick will be our control. As you can see, super easy. Never talks when we complete one, so there's the text for it. But there you go, 20 bucks each time, so, you know, not that much, but it's about the same that we were getting for the tags. And I'm not joking when I say that there are a lot of these. We're going to be seeing Rick Thorne for at least the majority of this part.
Okay, you're catching on. Now try this. I got a fistful of dollars that says you can't do a crank flip. You're gonna bunny hop, then flip your right thumb up to do a crank flip. Let's see now if you can pull 3 crank flips, Mr. Freestyler.
The good thing about his time in Pro Skater 4 is that he only appeared there once, at least, and never spoke again, really. And that was for the best. He is at his best in short bursts. This is not a short burst.
Dude, you're on fire! But here's one for you. I'll give you even more cash if you can nail a bar spin. You're gonna bunny hop, then flip your right thumb down to do a bar spin. Yo, bust out 3 bar spins right now, Skillzilla!
We've only been at this for about 4 minutes, and he keeps cutting me off a lot. In fact, he's going to be cutting me off again very soon, because a lot of these places can be pretty close together, but it is all randomized on where he's actually going to end up.
Alright, okay, let's see what else you got. Alright, you want some more cash, you're gonna have to step it up even more with some X-ups. This one is different. You can do some air tricks with face buttons. X-ups is one of them. Bunny hop, then do an X-up. Show me 3 of them and I'll be impressed. Otherwise, you can...
And seriously, all this shit he wants to do is so fucking easy, you'll be able to beat it in like a few seconds compared to how much he fucking talks, like right about right now.
Wow! Dude, you're killing it! I got more cash for you if you can pull off a tabletop. You can do some air tricks with the face button. Tabletops is one of them. Bunny hop, then do a tabletop. Non-stop to the hip hop! If you do 3 of them, then you've mastered it. Otherwise, you suck.
I mean, at the very least, we are getting, you know, some normal button presses here. Circle, square, and all. Grind is still triangle and such. Anyway, jump up to the next one, because we are doing that now.
Okay, you're ready for the new stuff. I'll part with my checkbook right now if you can do a fakie. Watch the meter and keep it in the center and go straight. You can flip yourself around a few different ways. Bunny hop and spin a 180. Okay, you can pivot on your back wheel, then go forward again. Duh.
And now we learn how to basically spin 180 and ride backwards with the pivot stuff and all. And also how to, you know, put ourselves back around with R2. So there are some interesting controls to the BMX stuff, but ultimately it's not going to be remembered that much. And now here we go again with another jump cut for this shit.
I'll throw down some big dollars, dude, if you can bust out these air moves. Otherwise, you're going all broke. First try's a 360. You need to spin fast and rotate more than 180 degrees. Didn't you finish math, kid? Launch off the quarter on your way up, then spin fast and do a 360. Hello? You need to do three 360s for me, and I'll kick down all the money in my pocket right now, and I got a lot.
360s are weird because they want you to essentially land backwards, otherwise it's a 540, which will never count for this. It's weird. I'm not used to it. Also been wondering why I'm actually cutting to him talking instead of just going over to it. Do you want this to go on longer than it is? Because going around and finding him will make this go on for 10 more minutes. I'm doing you a fucking favor, just jump cutting instead.
Okay, I say we get upside down. Crank those aerials up a notch, and there's more cash in it for you. Flips are like 360 spins. They're not that hard, really. You have to do them fast and make it all the way around, or you'll land on your head and knock out your teeth. Launch off a quarter pipe, hold the fast spin, and shift your weight forward or back. Pull 3 flips, and my piggy bank is all yours.
And now to do some flips and shit. Are you getting tired of Rick Thorne so far? Of, you know, his constant shout talks and shit? Are you getting tired of that crap? Getting tired of how obnoxious he can be? Well, too fucking bad, because we still have quite a lot more dialogue to go for with fucking Rick Thorne.
Alrighty then, this one is really hard! To really prove your aerial skills, I want to see some flares. A flare is a backflip and a 180 so you land normal, which I am not. You can do it all at once, or backflip first and then 180 before landing. Launch high of a quarter pipe to lean back at an angle while holding the fast spin. If you could even do 2 of these, I will give you my credit card, all of them.
Flares are interesting for just being a backflip 180 thing. It's honestly pretty cool. By the way, did you know there's actually a Superman backseat in this game, like seat grab? The game never tell you this, but it exists. It's circle down.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You've got a decent bag of tricks. Not bad for a beginner. Now I'll bet you all the money in my hand right here. Can't see it, but it's there. You can't double up your air trick. You can hold some air tricks to get double, triple versions of it. I mean, come on. Crank flip is one of them. Launch high off a quarter pipe. Woo, woo! Then hold up on the right to do a double or even triple crank flip. I want to see 3 double crank flips if you want this cash and the fame to go with it.
What it will fucking tell you, though, is how to just keep repeating the same fucking trick over and over again. So now we get into holding the damn buttons, and also we get into seeing just how bad this bike's collision physics are, because this game can't actually even handle the fucking bikes. If you go into any kind of banks and shit, 9 times out of 10, it's just gonna bail you for no reason, for just riding up to it. It's buggy and dumb. By the way, you can get all the way to ×4 of this shit, so there's that as well. But all it needs is a double, so there you go. Moving on to another double mission.
Let's see what other tricks you can double up on for more cash ola. You can hold some air tricks to get to the double or triple version of it. Bar spin is one of them. 3 double bar spins lands you all the money in my pocket in a day with my girlfriend. Psych!
Yes, a good amount of this fucking tutorial is just you doing the same thing you were taught, only now you have to do doubles. This is not a tutorial. This is just wasting my fucking time. Sure, I get more money out of it, but I really don't want to listen to Rick Thorne talking more shit like he's about to right fucking now.
You got a decent bag of double tricks. Now I'll bet you all the money in my bank account, which is a lot, so much, oh my gosh, you can do a double toe whip. You can hold some air tricks to get a double or triple version of it. Toe whips is one of them. So you're gonna have to launch high off a quarter pipe to do a double or even triple toe whip and feel like a pro. Let's see you pull 3 double toe whips and you can walk away with the cash.
What would Neversoft thinking when they thought of having Rick Thorne be the guy to give us a tutorial? I mean, Matt Hoffman is in this game. You will meet Matt Hoffman in this fucking game. They could have had Matt be the guy to talk to you. What, was he too fucking expensive or something? Just didn't want to give the time? No, we just get Rick Thorne. We get the great dialogue of Rick Thorne and just the constant fucking charisma that he just gives to every single line he makes.
Man, I hate to say it, but you're not bad for a skater guy. I got more cash for you if you can master flatland. You know, BMX manuals are key to linking tricks, so you need to lean back to hold that balance. Just think like this, lean back. Nose manuals are the same, but you gotta push forward to get into them. Let's see you hold a manual for 5 seconds.
And now we get into manuals, which are essentially just, you know, put the L up or down and then just hold it like that. The balancing on manuals is super fucking easy. It's impossible to bail on that shit.
Well, yeah, dude, you're coming along. I got a grip of cash that says you can't use that in a combo. Like skating, you can continue your combo if you land a manual. You just gotta make sure you're not too far forward or too far back and you don't fall over.
And he won't talk on this one, but all we're doing here is literally just doing a combo. That's it. It's a basic combo. Easy $20. Next line, please.
Okie dokie, time to manual. Let's do some tricks in a manual. If you can hit a decade, I got cash. Where you at? Lean back and take that little right thumb of yours and flip it left to right. Do 3 decades and the money is yours, big guy.
You getting tired of this shit yet? I don't think you are yet. Here's some decades. Really easy to pull off, all the manual ones is short. Next.
All right, more manual tricks. Another fistful of cash for 3 manual crank flips. Lean back and flip your right thumb up. Do 3 manual crank flips for the big bucks.
Oh, some crank flips in my manuals? Yawn, that's fucking simple. Seriously, every single manual trick is super piss fucking easy.
Wow, dude! So what's next, you may ask yourself? How about some manual bar spins? 3 manual bar spins get you a lot of bones. Lean back and flip your right thumb down. Hey, you know what? The money is yours once you pull 3 manual bar spins. Otherwise, you're going home broke.
Guess what, folks? I mentioned beforehand that I have 3 surprises for you. This is the first one. You like it yet?
Okie dokie, here's another manual trick. I'll part with more cash if you can get a manual X up. So you're gonna lean back to manual and throw that X up in. If you do 3 manual X ups, you're gonna be a lot richer right now.
Just imagine about the other 2 surprises I have waited in store for you guys. You're gonna fucking hate just as much as you hate this one.
What about those nose manual tricks? Think you could do them? Pull some toe whips in a nose manual and I'll pay up. You're gonna go up, you're gonna push forward, you're gonna go to that nose wheelie. And as you're cruising along, you're gonna take your right thumb and you're gonna flick it left to right to do a flatland whip. Okay, get busy. You get all the money in my mom's purse for 3 flatland whips.
Oh, we're not done yet. We gotta deal with some nose manual tricks, man. We gotta deal with all of this shit. We're not gonna be done for a while.
So, how about another nose manual trick? More cash is gonna be coming your way when you nose manual some crank flips. Get busy, dude, come on! You're gonna lean forward to a nose wheelie, dude. You're gonna be cruising along, you're gonna take your right thumb, you're gonna flip it up, and you're gonna bust a crank flip right about now. nail 3 nose manual crank flips, and you're walking away with more cash than you ever thought you would own.
You know, it does feel like the more we continue going on and on with this fucking bullshit, the worse Rick Thorne gets for his dialogue, that the more annoying he starts getting, like, obnoxiously bad.
Here's one for you. You could also get into a nose manual by doing an endo. Do you think you can do these, dude? Are you that tough? Hey, you're gonna be cruising along, you're gonna hit your front brakes, and that's gonna throw you into an endo. While holding that, though, you gotta make sure you keep your balance, you know? Hey, you know, dude, I'm gonna get serious with you right now. For real. You show me 3 endos, and I'll show you more money!
Do you think he's being deliberate of this shit right now? That he's deliberately just being more and more annoying because he just kind of knows that this dialogue is so fucking bad and that his character is so obnoxious that he's just really playing it up as best as possible?
One last nose manual trick. I'll fork over all the cash I have in front and back pockets if you nose manual pivot for me. Okay, you're gonna lean forward and push that pivot button and it's gonna bust you into a fakey nose wheelie. You pull off 3 nose manual pivots, and I'll probably give you a check or cash or credit. Whatever your choice, whatever.
I don't know how much cash this guy actually has in his pocket right now, but whenever he says that bullshit, he has way more, because we're only halfway done with all of his shit. Yes, halfway.
Let's see your grind skills right about now. I'll drop mad cash if you do a double peg grind. I'm talking mad. Rawr! Okay, so here's the deal. You're gonna bunny hop near a rail, and you're gonna push the grind button, and that's gonna throw you right into a double peg grind. 2 double peg grinds get you paid twice as much.
Only 2 grinds? Really? Fucking hell, this shit is so pathetic and fucking basic, bitch.
Alright, dude, it's time to set them grinds up a notch. Grinding on your back peg only is an ice pick grind. Come on, get some, dude. Alright, you're gonna bunny hop near a rail, lean back, hit the grind button to do an ice pick grind. Do 2 ice pick grinds, and I'll flow you more cash than the Nile River, dude.
It says a lot when me knocking around those vases sometimes and just hearing the noise going on from that while Rick Thorne is talking. That is less obnoxious and loud than Rick Thorne himself.
Let's keep them grinds going! Grinding on your front peg only is a toothpick grind. Let's see it, man. Okay, you're gonna bunny hop near a rail, lean forward, hit the grind button, and it's gonna throw you right into a toothpick. Ow! If you do 2 toothpick grinds, more cash is yours. Blow!
Yeah, so far these are really showing themselves to be super easy. Hey, me bailing right now is giving me more fucking time to talk, so I'll take it. But, yeah, it does start getting a little bit interesting with this next one coming up right now.
Alright, homie, more grinds for you. Grinding your back peg and riding your front wheel is a feeble grind. Bunny hop near a rail, lean back just a little bit, not all the way, push the grind button, and you're riding in a feeble. If you really are interested in making some money right now, you would do 2 feeble grinds for me. Right now, please, come on.
Yeah, there's no left or right R stick or L stick fucking grinds. Instead, it's put it halfway. It's really interesting that it's doing this pressure thing. Not that great, though.
Okie dokie, one more grind you need to know. Grinding your front peg and riding your back wheel is a Smith grind. You're gonna bunny hop near a rail, push forward only halfway, hit the grind button to a Smith grind. You pull off 2 Smith grinds right now and I'll pull out my wallet.
And yeah, all it is just Smiths and Feebles, so that's about the gist of things with grinding. And yeah, we are getting close to the end, luckily. There isn't too much left to learn about outside of Superman seat grab, but it will never teach us that move. Fucking never.
Hey, you know, hey, yo, and you know what? We can't forget about stalls. Just like in skating, you stall, you can do the same on a bike. Bunny hop near a rail, push the grind and stall button to stall your rail. I'll make this easy for you. 5 double peg stalls is gonna get you paid fat.
Now we get to learn a move that we won't actually learn on skateboarding until way later on. Stalling, which is a new thing for this game. It sucks. Stalls are just kind of pointless. But they exist, and I mean, we're going to be using them. Just only for mission purposes.
It's time to get rad. Let's do some tells. That's where you land on your back wheel and balance on copings, rails, whatever. You're gonna blast up a quarter pipe, you're gonna hit the tap button near a ledge in the air to level out and land on your back wheel. Think you can do it? Okay, so you're gonna hold your balance and then you're gonna jump back in the quarter pipe and you have to turn around or you will land fakey and land on your head. You know, if you could blast 2 of these bad boys for me, you could take home more cashola.
These moves are really weird. It's basically just pressing a button as soon as you get to the quarter pipe top that will allow you to basically land in a tire tap or so. And it's interesting. It is, I believe, a thing that BMX bikes can do. It's just really awkward, and usually you wouldn't do it with, like, a rail, because usually it'd be more for a bank at the top. Not so much what I'm doing there. What I'm doing is pretty fucking hard to pull off.
Okay, time for a nose check. Who wants to pick their nose by busting some nose picks? Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna land balancing on your front wheel on top of rails, ledges, whatever. You're gonna cruise up a quarter pipe and blast and hit that nose pick button near a ledge in the air to level out and land on your front wheel. You gotta maintain that balance and then jump back into the quarter pipe, but make sure you have to spin around 180 or you'll come in fakey and once again you'll hit the back of your head. I will drop cash like it's a bad habit if you manage to pull off 2 of these.
Honestly, these locations he keeps put himself in are not that great. And nose picks are weird because if you try to jump right now, you'll just jump right into the wall because nose picks actually push you forward a bit. So what you need to do is you do need to turn around and then just, land it that way. Or else you will end up bailing into a wall or what have you, and that's gonna suck. Nose picks, kind of, not really useful, not that great.
You can do acid drops just like skateboarding. Into banks, quarter pipes, whatever. By now, you know the drill. You get fat cash, you get paid in full if you bust 3 acid drops right now.
You getting tired of Rick Thorne yet? Because we still have more shit to do, like bank drops, which are very much broken on the BMX. Again, the fists and such are all sorts of fucked up in this game, so as you can see, me bank dropping ain't working so good right now. I was surprised by how often it was doing it. It doesn't happen that often, but it does happen.
Oh, and guess what? I have another easy one for you. You can do spine transfers just like skateboarding too. So you're gonna creep around and find some back-to-back quarter pipes. You're gonna push that spine button to transfer from one to the other. I think all the money in the world is fair for 3 spine transfers.
And yes, now we'll learn spine transfers. Seriously, why is the tutorial broken up like this? Why the fuck can't it be short? Why can't I learn all this shit in, like, bigger parts than what the game's giving me? Seriously, having to fucking learn just a tiny bit about the tutorial shit of this fucking bike and then having to search for him again and again and again to get more and more of it, it's just fucking annoying.
Here's one for you. Wall plants. They're just like skating. See a wall? Hit it. This is so easy. I want to see 5 of them if you want my cash.
Speaking of annoying, don't worry, we're nearing the end now. Now we're learning wall plants, which is, just what we could do already with the skateboard, but now with a bike. It's a bit weird looking, but, it's a thing, I guess.
I believe you can do a wall plant, but can you do it backwards? If you can, that's called a tap on the wall. Ride straight to the wall, bunny hop, spin 180, and do the tap. This is a hard one. Do 2 and I will pay up.
And now we're doing it backwards. At this point, we only have about, 2 more left after this one, so we are nearly done now. The fucking endurance test of Rick Thorne is nearly over. And to be fair, riding backwards in this bike is awkward, but it's not as hard as the game makes it seem, so yeah.
Oh, here's another easy one. Who would have thought looking at a wall you could ride it? Just like skateboarding, bikes can too. When are you gonna learn? You gotta pull 5 of these easy ones if you wanna get the big bucks.
And yeah, we're now doing just wall rides. That's the last one we're learning. And, yeah. you would usually spread this out a lot more because, yes, Rick Thorne is that fucking obnoxious. I'm doing it all right now to get it out of the way so that we can only have it done in one part.
Okay, tough guy, you can wall ride, but can you do it backwards? Bunny hop 180 before you hit the wall to backwards wall ride. This one is pretty hard. You do 2 and I will pay up big time.
And finally, fucking finally, we get to our last tutorial with Rick Thorne. After this, his little bullshit will no longer appear, and neither will he, until, like, the very end of the game, because he is a pro, so he does have to, you know, appear at some point. But, yeah, this is the end of Rick Thorne. That was the last tutorial, and that's last $20 we're getting out of him. $960 total. We were at, like, what, $220 beforehand? Yeah, we get $740 total out of the bike stuff. So, a really good investment to take care of his shit right off the bat. The only downside is you do have to listen to him talk. You can just skip it, though. But if you're me, you can't. And you can see how just letting him talk can just get quite a bit much. So, yeah, that was the first surprise for you guys. The first real big fucking greatness, I'll say. By the way, Hollywood sign blast. Just make that little jump in the cave. And let's jump off this for straight out of Bronson. There are some gaps that were going on, especially when I do with the bike. But ultimately, there's also this. That's just a little cutscene thing. Not really a gap. But it will give us this stat point here. So there you go. And now I can finally go and buy the dino head. Thank fucking God.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm going to skip all the dialogue because you already heard this already last part. Oh, we definitely have $300 now. And there you go. And with that, we can, you know, get a nice little waypoint back to the ranch. But I'm not going to do that. I will, however, check the text message that allows us now to go back to the ranch. But we're not doing that because we're getting Hollywood out of the way. We're taking care of the thing I used to take care of every fucking time of these games. That's right. It's gap checklist time. It's Hollywood time. Let's take care of all the shit we haven't taken care of for the gaps. Starting off, here is this area right here. This is the hidden goat Easter egg. And obviously, the thing we have to do is smack the goat with our ability. You won't be using this ability of smacking much, but it is a thing for gaps, like about 2 of them. However, it's a bit finicky to pull off. Just try to get lucky with it. It will work. Just, you know, there you go. Goat whacking. Bit finicky, but it does work. Next up, transfer on these 2 transfers here for Chinese transfer. A lot of transferring going on. And here's an ollie, by the way. Here's a nice little stat point. I got it from doing this. There you go. Alright, speaking of being here, let's grind around all of these logs. If you grind the whole way through, you'll be needing to do a bit of jumping and grind to get the whole speed and such through it. You will get the Bronson backlog. And next up, right next to it, stick a slap this spot here for the pin plant, as well as the last little animation of Spain sign. Then make these grinds over here to get the Hollywood high steps. Afterwards, make a nice little jump around this gap here for yellow, just this weird little opening. Then grind these 2 rails here for rail to rail. Easy. Afterwards, just go ahead and jump off this dumpster up to this spot here, this balcony for dump up. And while you're up here, go ahead and do a nice little spine transfer down below in order to get the El Tiente spine. Then, just grind here, do a stick slap and grind above for the romper rail. It's similar to other gaps we've done beforehand, just a stick slap thing. After that, grind these planters to plant to plant and grind these benches from bench to bench. And after that, we want to go ahead and do some little tricks on these fire escapes. Got level 1, level 4. Level 5 is the hardest one, and I will get to that, but later on, because we're going to be needing to take care of some other things first, some easier gaps before we take care of level 5 fire escape. But don't worry, we'll take care of fire escape level 5 very shortly. Next up, though, go ahead and use this opening here, and you'll get Trapdoor. Here is how it's supposed to look like instead of what the fuck just happened there. There you go. Next up, we want to go ahead and just, you know, manual across this whole entire star path, all the way through from that spot you saw there, all the way through to the end, past Tony to Tony. You gotta do the glitched way of manual the stars, or you can be legit like me and actually do it the real way of manually the whole thing without glitching the fucking thing. Like so. And no focus either. We'll get to that when we get to that. Next up, go up the top of this building here and grind all the way around the spot about 3 or 4 times, and you will get the gap known as Spinner. I try to keep going afterwards to just see if I can grind the whole fucking thing without using the focus and such. Didn't happen. Next up, do a bank drop on this planter here for planter pop. After that, you want to go ahead and jump across this rail here for schools out from the door. Then after that, you want to go ahead and do a spine transfer over the stairs here to get the voodoo spine. Afterwards, you want to go ahead and grind this entire rail here all the way around. Bit of a tough one, but Half Moon grinders yours can take care of its speed. Afterwards, you want to go ahead and grind this entire rail all the way through from the start to finish, all the way down the stairs, and you will get the record deal. Then afterwards, you want to go ahead and just spine ass drop down here for the El Tente drop. A bit awkward to know where it is, but there you go. Then grind this entire wire from where the El Tente drop and such was, all the way up to this one where the spinner was for Overvine. And now, from up atop this very building, you want to do an acid drop down to the ramp and get very lucky in your angle and such in order for you to then get enough speed and height, then trick the very spot in order to get the fire escape level 5. It's a tough one, but it's possible for you to pull off. And lastly, get up here, stick a slap, then do a manual, then do an acid drop down below in order to hit the last one, the Hollywood High Line. And there you go, that is all the gaps of Hollywood. And if you guys haven't read off yet, I've already shown this Let's Play. That's usually how it works out, so there you go. Alright, let's head off to the ranch by using the bus and stuff and move jump cutting. And, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this first.
Hey, skate rat. Okay, hotshot, what you got? Think you can nail tricks on demand? We can start off easy for your sake. Do the tricks I call out and don't let them fill the screen.
This is taking care of all of the bike stuff and, you know, the freaking tagging shit's out of the way too. We got this guy, who is our main supplier of money. If you are low on money, this is the guy you are always going to go to the most. And right now, it's just a skatress thing, which is very easy to pull off.
Way to go! Here's some cash. Find me later to do more challenges if you want to earn some more.
He will always end off with that dialogue, by the way, just letting you know that. But yeah, he has a lot of entry dialogue for this shit. And by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and just buy me some shoes and shit. Some shoes that I like, which are these white shoes. I got the money for it. And yeah, I'm just gonna go leave and just take care of some more stats. Why not? Get some more up there. In fact, we should be getting close to maxing out stats by now. Which is a bad thing. We will know why it's a bad thing way later on the Let's Play. It's gonna be something when you find out why. In fact, you might be seeing it already, considering one of the objectives is already completed. Even though I didn't complete it yet. Again, we're gonna get to that when we get to that. But right now, I'm to tell this right off the bat that the surprises I have in store for this game, they annoy me so badly.
Saw you last week.
I'm gonna show off all the accessories and the
find?
jewelry and such now, and all the hats and such. And you can't really see these right now. I will eventually show off the wristband stuff when I'm not having this sort of shirt.
How do you like them?
Gloves though, it's fine. But yeah, for the most part, we're going to the ranch afterwards. After this shit, I'm gonna jump cut over to it because there is no waypoint to just go on a bus or whatever and go there. We have to go there by foot, essentially, or by board. Even though there is a car there that will allow us to go anywhere else. It's really annoying.
Liking
And
the
also, using any kind of hat or helmet or whatever will get rid of our hair completely,
that
so
hat.
just know that. You can't have hair
Liking
and
the hat.
hats. Which sucks. I
hat's a
want to
good
see
fit
my
for you.
long hair at the hat, but no, it's just completely gone. Look, I'm
Nice
bald.
hat.
You can't even wear a fucking, like, headband without losing your hair in this game. It's weird.
Those glasses working for you?
Anyway, that's going to be it for the accessories for right now. We'll take care of the wristbands and such way later on. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and just move on to us going to the ranch and seeing our new piece, that dino head, and seeing what the fuck's going to happen to that thing right about now.
Oh man, I can't wait to ride that thing.
I like it. Now all we need are more things like that, and this place will go off.
Hey, let's get that big spinning 69 gas station sign in Beverly Hills. You know the one on top of that roof that looks like a nacho chip? Meet me at the gas station in Beverly Hills.
So yeah, our main goal now is to just go and get parts, because we already got one part, but we need a whole lot more. And our next part is over by Beverly Hills, or by the gas station, where Murphy has something in store for us. I'm not doing that until next part, because, as you can tell, the motherfucker known as Rick Thorne kinda took the entire part for himself. This is his video. This was his time to shine, his time to talk all the shit he wanted to say. And now, you got to sit on your ass and listen to it for 20 minutes, as well as see some gap checklist stuff and all. So, there you fucking go. Next time, we're actually doing some more story missions that we're starting to get a lot more parts for the ranch, and we're starting to make it look more like the wondrous making Wasteland should be. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.